let me continue on to the next one. So we started off with the benchmarking on Workn.it. So I think this benchmarking is something that is so important. And the other twin aspect of this, once there is benchmarks on every particular aspect of things, there is also path breaking. So people try to go beyond this. People try to say, hey, here is the benchmark. Let me try to do something differently. And let me try to say, hey, I'm trying to achieve something better. And so they're trying to take a path breaking approach to improving things. And so that leads to new benchmarks, which leads to path breaking. So that cycle of benchmarking and path breaking, I think, is extremely important when it comes to everyday work, when it comes to everyday things that we're trying to do. The fourth and the most important one was trails, and people trying to become like blazers. It's like, so I'm trying to say, whatever I'm trying to do, I'm trying to say that I'm leaving a trail behind. And this trail that I'm trying to leave behind is so important that I feel somebody is basically going to basically come here and try to look at me as really as a trailblazer. That part of it, I think, is something which is very important. The last point that I feel, which is not kind of an going in this continuity, is basically, but also an important one nevertheless, is longitudinal collection of all the things that I've tried to do. So over a period of time. So that, I think, is something which is very crucial. Although it is an immediate nature, that the world that we are living in, but it's also over a period of time that we are trying to do some stuff. So when the time element comes in, especially when I'm trying to do something, I mean, it depends on certain topics, certain areas. So if it's like I'm trying to find what is the what are the movies that are running in the city today, what are the kinds of reviews that are out there on a particular movie that's coming out, that would be an immediate thing which I would just basically Google it. I would get some results, read those reviews, I'd be happy. But for something that is going beyond this, so let's say I'm trying to learn something about an aspect of software defined networks, for example. So I would like to take the software defined networks, and I'm trying to see, I would definitely go through, as I'm trying to read up and equip myself in this particular field, I would try to go through all of these things. First of all, I would try to do multiple sources of information, and I would like to see what's happening today, what people are talking about this particular field. So there is multiplicity of contemporary opinions. There is also a validation in terms of what somebody is talking in terms of these things, what I'm trying to talk, what people are trying to do in terms of benchmarking, what are some of the trails and who are the trailblazers, and also this thing that I'm trying to collect is not a one-time Google search results kind of thing. I would like to basically keep trying to doing this, trying to see what people are trying to understand. As I try to go through this journey of understanding more about this software-defined networks, I'm trying to basically start I'm trying to collect all of that information, and I'm going to continue to keep doing searches, keep trying to expand my areas of search within this particular broad topic, and I'm trying to collect all of that information. And I think all of these things, which are very important, is what Workn.it is trying to address. Again, there are multiplicity of contemporary opinions, community validation, benchmarking and path breaking, trail